Hey, what's up? You made it this far in the video. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Go click the like button. Go say something nice in the comments. It'd be nice. Oh, so hello. It's a beautiful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever this finds you, whenever this finds you. Buenos dias. Guten Tag. Konnichiwa. Ohayo gozaimasu. Nin hao. Ciao. Bonjour. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Privet. Maharba'an. I think I said that right. Jambo. Yasu. Shalom. Wherever you are. How are you doing? Have you learned anything today? Are you reading any books? Are you trying to get better? I hope so. I hope everything is going good for you, and I hope this finds you doing well. And I just wanted to give this a shot, talk some crap, say some things, try not to piss anybody off, try not to disrespect nobody's. And I really just wanted to let everybody know why I'm doing this. Here's an intro to what I'm doing, I guess. As you can see, if you've followed along, I'm refinishing and refurbishing. YouTube is a good place to save any content that I could lose on my phone. So I upload it and it's not in my phone anymore. So if I lose my phone, I still have the content. And I'm trying to put good, positive content out there for the AI supercomputers so they know that I'm not a ignorant, lazy human. So, positive content. That's what I'm trying to do here. I might upload a rant or a philosophical musing or a political issue. Maybe even a spiritual revelation. It's kind of where I've been lately. Been going to church lately. Really had some good things happen in my life, and I have to say I'm very blessed. I have a healthy body, mostly, and can't complain, you know. I've kind of got it made. The more I complain, the more I really just look like a fool. So, the third thing is I hope to inspire more people to do what I'm doing here. I had a friend that made some videos of his family vacations and, you know, family days like they used to make back in the 60s where they would record with the old reels, the old Super 8s and stuff. So he inspired me to start recording my content. And that's where I started with the Jeep video. That was the first time I took my new Jeep out, and I just wanted to save that memory. I'll have it forever, no matter what happens to my phone, which I tend to break a lot. So, have you read any books lately? What are you reading? Tell me what you're reading in the comments. Have you learned anything today? Tell me what you've learned. Is life the same old routine that it always is? Well, try to wake up an hour earlier. Try to go talk to a stranger. Go meet a new person. Go ask somebody a question. Any question. I know you have a curiosity. We all have curiosities. Even that lazy ass dog back there gets curious at some point. So, as you can see here, I'm putting the glue and clamp on this broken foot. This here oak cabinet. And the screw is to widen the crack. Put some glue in. Squeeze the glue down in there. Put some clamps on it. The two clamps to the left are kind of making the face of the board level. So there's not like a, you know, when I squeeze them together, it's not going to be a lip or a ridge there that I have to sand out. So the more flush I can make it, the better it's going to be. How you like my pencil? Flower power. So yeah, Go get yourself a hammer and some nails. Get some wood glue. It's okay if you have a Walmart cabinet. I've had them. You can reinforce a Walmart cabinet. You know what a 2x4 is? Get yourself a saw. You don't have to have battery powered everything and all this cool stuff. I worked my way up. I had a cheap Harbor Freight drill at first. And once that wore out, I bought a Ryobi set. Ryobi, if you're from the South. And then now I've got some Milwaukee. Put that torque on them, baby. You can do this. Put the clamp on it. Squeeze. And make sure glue comes out. Make sure you put enough glue in there that you're squeezing glue out. If you're not squeezing glue out, that means you didn't put enough in there. Because obviously when you squeeze two things together and there's no more air in between them, they're so tight together and nothing's going to be able to sit in there, so the glue squeezes out. So, as you can see, I had to rearrange the clamps. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to get it right every time. And if you do mess it up, you just have to learn how to fix it. And that really is where you're going to learn the most, is how to fix things. If something is broken, you will come up with ways to fix it. Yeah. So what you see me doing here is the faces of these feet were loose. I could wiggle them with my hand. That's no bueno. So I knocked them loose so I could put some glue behind them. They only had nails in them. And if you can knock it loose, that means it didn't have any glue in it. Or not enough glue. Or they didn't clamp it. Or probably just didn't put glue in it. So that's not going to hold forever. After a few seasons of getting warm and cold, that nail is going to work itself loose. So, my dogs think somebody's here. So, like I say, the seasons are going to make that piece of wood work itself loose. And you're going to be doing what I did. Put some glue in it, clamp it. It's good for another 100 years. Because that cabinet I'm working on right there, that oak cabinet, not this plywood cabinet I'm sanding, the oak cabinet, is pretty old. So that's why I want to refinish it. So here I'm sanding the Bondo. If you go sanding Bondo, get a mask, a bandana, t-shirt around your face, something. You don't want to be breathing this stuff in the air. Do it outside, somewhere where there's ventilation. Bondo is basically plastic, so do as you see fit. And I'm hitting it with a 80 or 120, I don't know, but a fresh pad, getting her done. Sanding is the monotonous, boring, pain in the ass side to finishing wood. But you have to master it. You have to learn how to sand, and you have to develop the patience with sanding. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. Because finishing is the finishing act. It's one of the last things you do. So you can build this nice, pristine, awesome, super complex piece, be it a dresser or a cabinet, and you can ruin it with the finish if you don't take your time and be patient with the finish. So sand away. You can do it with your hand, but it's going to take a lot longer, obviously. And there are coarse grits, 60, 80. And once you get into 100, 120, you're kind of on the finer side. Medium, 180, 220 is getting into the super fine. And In woodworking, you won't really go past 220. You won't really need to. Anything more than that in the 400s, you're polishing. You're not sanding. So go get some 80 grit, some 120 grit. You'll be good. 60 grit will be for the really tough stuff. And anything in like the 30 grit range is like alligator hide and oof. So, any questions, just leave it in the comments. I'll answer it. I'm not too far. I'm here to help. I'm here to help the new guys, the guys that are getting into this, that have questions, and the guys that are looking at their cabinet in their bedroom and their dresser, and they're like, that thing's kind of ugly. It's beat up. It's dirty. But I don't have the money to go buy a brand new cabinet or dresser or armoire. But you got $100, and $100 can get you some stuff that you can refinish that cabinet. Go look up some other stuff. If you're here watching my dumbass, you've got the time to go watch somebody else. A really good place to start is the Woodworking Companion. That guy wrote a set of books back in the 80s, and he's been a woodworking writer forever, and he's very knowledgeable. He's a short, round fella with a dog. He's got an awesome shop, and he will teach you everything, the ins and outs about wood. If you are a reader and you like to read, his set of books, the Woodworking Companion, is a set of like 12 books, and each one of them's only like a, half-inch thick or something. They're not big, thick books. They're not encyclopedias. They're more like National Geographics for woodworking. And he explains it step by step, from the growth of trees, the biology of trees, and how that affects how we can work the wood. Each species has different grain patterns, and that really affects how we go about doing what we do. Once you learn the grain, and you learn how the grain runs, it helps you not blow out corners and chip out and all the bad things that can happen. Learn to read the wood grain. It is the way. It is the way of the man glitter wearer. You will get covered in dust, and if you do not like to get dirty, it's probably not the job for you. Probably not what you want to get into. You will get dirty, you will get dusty. Paint could possibly get everywhere. So be patient. Take your time. Watch some YouTube videos. Go pet a dog. Oh yeah, and try not to let your dogs get around this stuff in the dust. Their noses are very sensitive, and you don't want them sitting in a closed room with you if you're sanding and making dust. If a human needs a mask, your dog definitely shouldn't be in there. I try to make my dogs go somewhere else if I'm sanding. My big black dog, Taysom, he does not like loud noises, so as soon as I turn that sander on, he heads to the other side of the house. The other dogs are not so skittish and scared, but Taysom does not like loud noises, so anytime I start working, he takes off. It doesn't matter what it is. Hammer, nail gun, sander, he's gone. And another thing to look out for with sanders is a medical issue. I don't know what it's called, but the vibrations will cause a loss of grip in your hand. Try to switch up your hands on your sander. Don't use just one hand. I worked with a guy that only used his right hand on his sander, and his elbow and wrist were constantly in pain. I went to a chiropractor. he grabbed my arms and said, "You work with tools and vibrating tools." And I was like, "Wow, how'd you know?" And he yanked on my arm real quick and popped it. And I swear to God, I had like, double the squeeze strength after that. So banging on stuff with hammers and vibrating tools like sanders, they will really screw up your joints. My grandpa's hands, when he died, his hands were a closed fist. He couldn't even open his hand. So be careful. Get some eye protection. Get some earplugs. If you're messing with stuff that's throwing chips at thousands of RPMs, you need eye protection. Routers, circular saws. I don't always wear them, but you will see me wearing them. I have an apron too that I wear. Not all the time. I'm really hoping to get a leather apron one day soon. I'll be a manly woodworker then. Protect yourself, because I lost a fingertip, and I promise you don't want to lose a fingertip. All of your nerves are in your fingertip. The doctor told me that you wish you had taken it off at the hilt, because you don't have very many nerves in the part where your finger connects to your hand. All of your nerve endings are in your fingertips, and boy, does that shit hurt. Okay. I got a pretty good tolerance to pain, but just imagine somebody shoving a needle up your fingernail. That's what it felt like. But I felt it in my arm, my elbow. Like, it was wild. And I don't recommend doing it. So, don't wear gloves at a table saw, is all I can tell you. And if you listen to music and you like music a lot, the day that old Glenn Fry died for the Eagles, that's the day I chopped off the tip of my finger. I'll never forget it. And you will not forget it either if you do something like I did, so act accordingly. Watch your sleeves around spinning objects. If it spins super fast, you do not want to have your sleeves or gloves close to it. Enough with the safety talk. Here's the Bondo. I skipped out on it on the first time. The camera died and I did not realize it. So here's Bondo. This is what they put in your car when you wreck it. This fills voids. And I'm going to put it in some big old cracks. I already did one layer of the Bondo. And then I sanded it. And then now I'm going back and doing the skim coat. If you know anything about doing sheetrock, you know what a skim coat is. And I would like to let you know I'm squeezing the hardener out. Bondo comes in two parts. The gray stuff in the can will never get hard unless you just leave the top open. But the little tube is the hardener, and you only put a little bit in there. I mixed this kind of hot because I like it to go ahead and get finished. When I say it's hot, that means I put some extra hardener in it so it would get harder faster. You'll hear people talking about cooking it. It cooked too fast. Well, epoxies, Bondo, stuff like that. That's basically what Bondo is. It's like a plastic epoxy, whatever. But I made this kind of hot because I wanted it to go ahead and get finished. I wanted to work on it today. You typically mix it up to where you wait a good 24 hours before you sand it, but I wanted to go ahead and get this done, so I mixed it hot. Plus it's the skim coat, so it's not, it's going to get hard fast anyway. Once I spread it all out thin, it's done. Like, you can basically call it hard, and you'll see as I lay this out, damn, my improvised tool broke right there. So screw it, just keep going. You're in a time limit here. Once you mix the Bondo, you do not have time to mess around. Get it done. You got to lay it on there because it's getting hard. And especially if you mix it hot, it's cooking, baby. So lay it down, skim it out, fill those holes. You can do this. Bondo, you can find it at the auto parts store for sure. I'm sure it's at Home Depot and some of those stores, but I always go to O'Reilly's or AutoZone, somewhere like that. Or Napa. We got a little Napa in my little hometown. Yeah. Lay it down, skim it out. It's like you're laying icing on a cake. Just don't eat it. And by now, 3-4 minutes after I've mixed it, it's getting hard. I can still manipulate it a little bit, but she's getting stiff. There's the previous. There's the one I just did. It's starting to get hard. It can be done. You can do this. So, you're still here. Cool. Here's the upper shelves. This will go on top of the little cabinet dresser deal I was just putting Bondo on, and blow out the foreign matter. As you can see, I've already done one pass cutting in the corners. That's what that's called. You'll hear painters say, cutting it in. I'm not a painter. I just paint. So, well ventilated areas. Kills is oil based. It's sticky. It's not going to wash off with water. Just be careful. Kills isn't necessarily for the beginner, but you can always become an expert if you just get at it. You may not have been an expert in the morning, but by God, at the end of the day, you're going to be an expert in not how not to do things. So, give it a go. Oh, and I don't know if I told y'all, if you've made it this far, you might make it till the end. So, the end has some really wholesome content. We've got some big news to release here on the farm. Big things going down. Big things. So, watch till the end. It'll grab your heart, I promise. You'll be wanting to write me a check right then and there, I swear to God. So, little time lapse, getting it done. I do not paint that fast. Get some gloves for paint, especially oil-based. You'll get it everywhere. And I'm only planning on painting the inside of the bottom. That bottom space has got 2 doors, and the 4 spaces are for drawers. And you see the drawers already, they're getting a natural finish. So I'm painting the inside of this little space. And my buddy Rocky back there, he's chilling in the sun. He got it made. Well, part of my video got deleted as I was trying to edit and make it. And this is me in post production, getting ready to hit the send button, and done messed it up. So, thanks for watching. Love y'all. I messed up the recording on this one. That's what I did. Gonna tighten her up. Yep. And I almost forgot. You will need to get a nail set. You want to set your nails below the face of the board so you can fill the hole and seal the nail. If you don't seal the nail and it's exposed to the elements, it's going to rust. And rust is going to run out of the hole, possibly. And it just deteriorates and makes everything just fall apart. And we don't want that. So get yourself a nail set and don't hit your thumb. Now we're rolling on some paint, and you do not have to use a roller to paint. You can use a brush, but a roller will get it done faster. They make small rollers, big rollers, wide rollers, thin rollers. Go get yourself a roller and fill up that gnat. Paint in V's and W's. It spreads the paint out better. Martha Stewart taught me that. So, you see my buddy Taysom was chilling. Always got my security guards with me. And here's the feet that I knocked loose. Put the squeeze on them. Make sure that glue runs out. And of course, it's springtime. And that means cutting grass. My boy Taysom always got my back. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Say something positive. And here's the big reveal. Life has been busy. All 12 doing good. We had one little incident where the black one with the white on her face had like an eye infection, but we took her to the vet and got some antibiotics. It was that one right there with the triangle white face, the little cutie pie. Her eye was infected. I don't know what happened. It's like one of the claws from the other one got in there.
One right there.
There's two of them right on top of each other right there. I mean, can you imagine being shoved in somebody's stomach for 3 months? I mean, that's why they lay on top of each other. That's what they've been doing. It's pretty wild. But God is good. It's nothing but a awesome experience, because here's the other cat. Within 4 weeks. I'll try not to bombard you. Thanks for watching. Click like, say something nice, and be sure it's nice.